So I just finished taking a lead Ashtanga class, and at the end of class decided to try some more advanced posturing. It was like, bing, there it was. So I figured I'd put together a series of movements that I could share with you guys that maybe that she'll share as well, that might be considered more of an advanced practice. As with everything that we do in yoga, you can stop and start as needed. And if you find that you're moving toward a space where you're experiencing something that's more than discomfort, then you can, choose to be a conscious being in your body and not hurt yourself. So we'll start at the top of the mat in Tadasana variation. Inhaling. Exhaling, release the hands. Inhaling, arms up overhead. Shoulders down and away from the ears. Exhaling, sitting into chair. Three breaths. Weight in heels. Ujjayi pranayama. Last breath. Forward fold, rib cage touches thighs. Uttanasana. Inhale, lifting halfway flat back, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhaling, placing the fingers in alignment with the toes, or if you have a jump back practice, fingers can come further back. Jump back, hold in plank, inhale. Exhale, lower chaturanga, shoulders do not drop below the elbows. Inhale, press tops of the feet into the mat, lifting the thighs upward facing dog. Exhale, pressing and rolling over the toes, downward facing dog. 5 breaths here, really wrapping the upper arms. Feet about as wide apart as the hips, anchoring through the heels, using the hands to press the heels into the mat, possibly lifting the toes. 4 more breaths, Ujjayi pranayama. Three more. Your gaze or your drishti is turn the bridge of your nose. 2 more. One more. Inhale. Hold the inhale, jump. Exhale, lift halfway. Fold forward. Inhale, rise up. You can direct your gaze toward your fingers, pushing the palms together. And exhale, hands back to prayer. Release the arms. Inhale, arms up overhead. Shoulders down away from the ears. Exhale, chair. Weight in heels. Flat low back. Some people will do it with the arms overhead. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway, flatten the back. Exhale, bend at the knees, walk, floater, jump back, plank. Inhale, push past toes, exhale, lower, chaturanga dandasana, or you can do the caterpillar, knees, chin, and chest. Inhale, pull through, cobra or up dog. Exhale, roll back down dog. Inhale, lift the right leg, step the right foot through. Hands together, arms overhead. Drishti or gaze toward fingertips. Virabhadrasana 1, 3 breaths. Inhale, straighten, keep your gaze directed towards your fingertips, rotate, turn. Exhale, rear Virabhadrasana, one facing the other way, 3 breaths. Going for a 90-degree bend in that left leg, heel to heel alignment. Mandala asana practice. Releasing F, downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. Step the left foot forward. Inhale up, warrior 1. Two more breaths. Keep your gaze directed toward your fingertips. Rotate forward, warrior 1. 2 more breaths. Extended side angle, whatever variation you can do. Elbow to knee. Hand the floor, hand the block, or outside of the foot. Kind of sending the pelvis underneath you, rolling the waist open. Gaze or drishti directed towards your hand, 3 breaths. Switching sides. Same thing, other side, inside of foot, outside of foot, pelvis pushing under, drishti directed toward top hand, pelvis rotating open, 3 breaths. Going up. Exhaling, hands to hips. Inhaling, lifting the chest, hands at the small of the back. Exhaling, hinging forward. Moving the hands to between the feet, maybe even slightly beyond between the feet, so you can actually push into the heels of the hands. 3 breaths. Move the hands to under the shoulders. Might need a mirrored wall to know where the shoulders are, but you see me in profile, so it's easy to see that my shoulders are stacking over my wrists. This is no good. The shoulders are in front of the wrists. This is another variation where the shoulders are behind the wrist, and you can actually lengthen the spine. We're going to practice a little bit of core work from here. So I inhale, roll forward, press onto the tippy toes. And exhale, take the heels back. Inhale, roll forward, weight into the heels of the hands, press onto the tippy toes. Exhale, back. Inhale, roll forward. This time, I try to lift my leg up. Right, and then this sort of thing can come out of that. Exhale, back down. Inhale, roll forward onto the tippy toes. Start to lift that left leg up. Exhale, relax. Inhale, and exhale, come back down to the mat. Okay, let the hands rest. Inhale, roll up to standing. Exhale, turn the right toes forward. Lengthen into Trikonasana. If you can grab your big toe, go for it. Just make sure you keep the waist long. Direct your gaze toward your left hand, 3 breaths. Put an imaginary wall behind you, pressing your hips forward and rolling your shoulders back, and your right kind of outside of the butt into that imaginary wall. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Inhale, come up. Exhale, twist the other way. Left hand comes outside of right foot. Drishti or gaze directed toward top hand. Maybe inside of the foot. So that little wobble I had there, my feet weren't, needed to be a little laterally spread so that I can actually balance here. Slash, just kidding. Back up. Transition, same thing other side. Triangle facing to the left. Start here, inhale forward, and toward toes. Breaths. Inhale up. Exhale the other way. Three breaths, twisted triangle or revolve variation. Exhale, turn the right toes forward, keep the left toes open. Warrior 2. Directing the drishti over top hand. Squeezing right knee toward right ankle. Shoulders stacking over hips, 3 breaths. Gentle warrior, inhale, reach forward. Nothing changes in the legs. If you want, you can keep the left hand outside of the thigh as you exhale. Press down on the hip and the thigh. Lift up and back. 3 more breaths. And there. Inhale the arms out, toes forward. Rotate the left toes out as you exhale, warrior 2. Heel to heel alignment, left knee squeezing over left ankle. 3 breaths. 2 more. 1 more. My right hand can be assisted with my left hand to catch the outside of the hip. Pressing the hip down, inhale, lengthening. Left arm forward, keeping left knee and right knee driven, exhaling up and back, directing gaze toward left hand. Inhale, straightening everything forward. Exhale, turning toward the top of the mat. Inhale. And as you exhale, step back, down dog. Inhale, roll forward, high plank. Exhale, up dog or cobra. Inhale. Exhale, child's pose. Find your way onto your hands and your knees, cat and cow. You can get kind of sleepy here. You can move into the sides of the body, take it into a full circle. Now you take your left foot forward to underneath you. And your right hand comes up and over. Left arm comes up and over, right toes curl under, right heel drops back. You might be able to do the not so easy bird of paradise. Back in the child's pose for just a moment, make sure your wrists are okay. Back onto the hands and the knees, some more cat and cow. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. So that's a nice opportunity for a wrist release. Right leg forward. So I'm in two 90-degree bends in this position. Inhale, lift arm up. Exhale. We're trying to get the underarm as close to the knee as possible. So let's just say I can't lift this leg, my left leg and back leg. I just work on that rotation of the spine. I can press the knee into the arm and the arm into the knee. I want to feel the waist lengthen. Maybe one day that back leg lifts and pivots down. And again, there's the option for the not so easy bird. I can use my right hand to help fold my left hand too far underneath me. I make the connection, and I slowly come forward as I lengthen the leg. And back to down dog. This is where Vinyasa Yoga, Chaturanga Vinyasa, Ashtanga Yoga can be helpful. Inhale, roll forward, plank, exhale, chaturanga. So elbows hug in, halfway. Inhale, lift cobra or up dog. Exhale, back down dog. And walk your hands back for a moment. Take your Uttanasana, your standing forward fold. Take your weight onto your left leg, lift your right leg. Rib cage is on thigh, left leg can be softly bent. You want to have this full range of motion if you can. to standing forward fold. Rib cage to thigh. Right inhale of right leg, left leg lifting, standing scissor. Turning the fingers around makes this a little scarier, but also I think a little safer because you get the pull in the hands. So this is prep for kicking up or Shiva kicking into a handstand. And maybe a full wheel one day. If that's not in your repertoire of inversions to perform, then you could do a headstand, shoulder stand, or a plow. Those are all goodies. Then we'll finish with some asana. From Paschimottanasana. So grab your toesies, yogi peace hold. Sink elbows toward mat, lengthen low ribs, down thighs. Relax head and neck, 3 breaths. Right leg draws in, close. Twisting. Elbow can pull in a knee, knee can pull into elbows. Some people bind here. Where you could throw in another chaturanga vinyasa or a rollback. And then, another chaturanga from there if you want it. So basically I just roll back into plow. I put one side of my head to the mat because my neck is not what it used to be. So you're supposed to go back straight over the top of the head and actually curl your hands under and push yourself through. For those of you guys that are capable of doing that, you can do that. Left side. So the trick to getting the bind is actually how you turn the bones in the arm. So I call it scooping dirt. So I'm going to get my underarm as close to my knees as I can. I'm going to scoop some dirt back, and I'm going to use my leg to guide my hand as close to my head as I can get it. And then the bind is actually possible. 3 breaths. And release. So basically at this point in time you would you do back bend. You could do a full wheel, you could do a kick over, walk through, any back bend you'd like to do. So I'll do a couple of variations for you guys to see. So this first variation is just from plow. Right? Fingers touching heels, you press up. There's a back bend, kind of, sort of. Don't want to let the knees pull up and want to keep the feet pointed straight. If you got that, no big deal. You can hold that for like 10 breaths or so. When your shoulders are open, you can work into your full wheel. Chakrasana or Vidandrasana. Fingers turning in toward the back of the shoulders. Typically, I lift with my hips first. Today I'm going to try to lift with my shoulders first. I don't know if you guys caught that. And I want to distribute the weight evenly between my hands and my feet. So this is all hands, and that's all feet. I want to be somewhere in the middle. Lower down. I can do that, 3, 4, 5 times. 3 breaths at a minimum. The variation includes the drop back. So I'm going to move the camera a minute and show you a couple of other ways you can do the drop back, but you'll start in feet as wide apart as the hips. Hands come to the small of the back. You start to lengthen back, looking toward the floor. Your hands move down the back of your thighs. You see the floor. Okay? Your hands are going to reach back toward the floor, and you just go for it. You believe in it. Come back up. You imagine you're holding a hammer in your hand. You get a little momentum going. And throw the hammer, bring it back up. Whew. So that's fun. Bring your attention to the wall now. You can use the wall for some of these kickovers or walkthroughs, walkthroughs. Alrighty. So let's say I'm afraid to do a drop back. I can use the wall. How far off the wall should you be? If you were to measure a full wheel with your fingers on the wall, that would be about where you want it to be. Where your feet were and where your fingers touched the wall. So something like this, where my feet are, that's where you want your feet to be. So I'm just going to do the same thing. I'm going to start looking back toward the wall. I'm going to bring my hands to the wall. I'm actually pushing into the wall as I walk my hands down toward the floor. I'm going to try to get my elbows and my chest, my chin on the wall. Come back up. It's a hard push. Hard push, hard push. And don't try to look forward and let my head just kind of roll up on its own. So there's some fun back bending for you guys to work on. And I'm teaching an inversion workshop the 30th at your body center. I think it's from 2 to 4. So that'll be fun. There's more info on my Facebook page. We're going to be doing all sorts of cool stuff. So if you have something you want to learn, bring it. Let's talk about it. We'll do it. You're welcome to also bring notebooks and take notes, cameras, whatever, record, whatever you'd like. So, all right, that was fun. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you guys on the mat.